this all you want.
Yeah, I am. Okay, so I want to repeat this. You're
I
telling
want you to
me
walk out there right now.
that you're giving me a criminal
you to
trespass
walk out there.
warning for having come into the clerk's office.
Hey,
And who did this? You said that the judge did this? Judge Danny Chambers
outside, man.
issued a criminal trespass warning? Okay, what's the reason for this?
I don't have the answer to that, ma'am. I just got called over here.
So I'm being told that I cannot enter into a public area to go to the clerk's office.
Hey, come on here, man.
Yeah, I'd like to have a better explanation on this.
Well, I can't offer that, ma'am.
Well, I think I need to have one, because what was I doing that says that I can't enter into a public building? I came over here and I parked across the street, and then I went over to the clerk's office to ask them about something of an open records request, because I was looking for audio that normally is posted on the Somervell County website, and because of the changes in the website, they don't have the audio from the recent meeting there. Had a very pleasant conversation with both of the ladies that were there in the clerk's office. And then as I was leaving, I saw that there's a couple ladies I know that were sitting over in that other office, so I went over to say hello. What did I do that is trespassing in a public building?
We're finding that out right now.
Okay, I'd like to know.
Yes, ma'am.
Frankly, I feel like I'd like to sue over this, because I am a citizen of Glenrose, and I was doing nothing that
Hang on,
required
hang
a
on.
criminal trespass
Hang on,
that
hang
you said
on.
happened today.
I can't talk if you're talking, okay?
Well, I
And
understand.
you can't listen if you're talking.
Well, that's true. I
So,
want to know
it was
why.
a misspeak on my part, okay? According to the county attorney, it trespasses for all private offices that have no recording allowed, okay? If it's a public area, you're welcome to it.
Those are public areas.
Let me finish, please. If it's a public area, you're welcome to it. If you need to go see the county clerk, go see the county clerk, okay? But this is for all private offices that are clearly posted, no recording allowed.
I wasn't
Okay.
recording anything. Now
It is-
I am.
okay.
Now I am, because you want to give me a criminal trespass warning.
Yes,
And I was
For the
not
county
in
attorney.
any. I was not in any non-public
Okay.
area.
that's fine.
And
That's fine.
frankly, let me just say
That's
something.
fine.
No, I get to speak too.
He's going to issue this warning. The warning's for that. So once the warning is issued, if you have business county clerk, you're free to go. Okay?
Wait a minute. Can I take this to court?
It's a warning. It's
It's
a criminal
a-
trespass warning.
What time you got, Ken?
This just
Can I
says-
take this
just
to court?
Listen, this just says that if you go into a private office that's posted no recording and start recording and everything, then you violate a criminal trespass
Was I
warning.
recording anything?
It doesn't
Should
matter
I
if you're,
have
it doesn't
gotten?
matter if you're doing it right now. Okay?
Excuse me, but I was not recording anything. And what you're basically saying with this, I'm sorry, this does really offend me.
Okay.
If I wanted to go, and I was thinking about going and sticking my head in and saying hello to Wade Bush, saying, hey, how you doing? These people are people I know and are commissioners. And you're saying that I would get a warning for wanting to go down the hall without recording anybody, which is not against the law anyway. I've talked to Alan about this. And this is not something
Well,
that is unlawful.
you're not listening to what I
But
said.
no, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I was not recording anything.
I know.
What
I
you're
understand
doing
that.
is something preemptively giving me a warning for something that I wasn't even doing.
Ms. Harper, you got your ID on you, ma'am? Talking about your warning?
Yeah, I don't have any problem giving you my ID, but boy, I want to know what I can do about this. Is this, can I take this and sue over it? Because I will.
I have no idea. I'm
Talk
just
to
issuing
a
it from
county
my boss.
attorney and talk
I
to
know,
a county
I know,
judge.
you're just getting my ID. Hold on a minute.
For this property? Or
Yes.
for certain areas?
Just for the annex.
Okay, and
Oh, sorry. Got me flustered. Oh. Passport doesn't go with this. I believe that's unlawful. I believe it's unlawful to say that a citizen cannot walk into a public, taxpayer-funded
Okay.
building. that I cannot walk around to see any commissioner that I want to without doing anything but wanting to
That's
say
not at all what
hello.
we're saying.
No. You're saying
That's not
cannot.
at all what we're
No,
saying.
no. You can't give me a criminal trespass warning that assumes that I am recording something inside of an office without me doing it.
That's not what it says.
Well, then why would I get a criminal trespass warning?
Because evidently it may have happened in the past. I don't know.
No,
We were
no. You
at-
said this
well,
happened
hold on.
today.
No, I didn't. No, I said you were in here today.
Oh, so you say this has been out there for a while? There's been something that's been on file about me for a while?
That's why we're
Then
here
why?
today. That's why we're here telling you today. Okay. So when it,
Okay,
what
so
I'm
when
telling-
was
listen,
this
listen.
put on file?
What's when you put on file today?
You're missing my point. You're
Well,
saying
you're not saying what you.
no.
I don't
Let me
understand what
okay.
you're
Let me say this where people can understand it. Somebody at some time, and maybe it was the county attorney, that you're saying decided in the past. Well, if she comes back into this building, we will issue a criminal trespass warning against her.
Okay.
Something that I was not aware of. I didn't know anybody was going to do it. I was never told, hey, you can't enter into this thing because you might
That's why we're
record
here today.
something.
That's why we're here doing this today.
I understand. So how is it today that you knew that I was in the building?
Well, there's cameras in the building.
Oh, so you're looking through the camera and you said, oh,
No,
there
I'm
she
not.
is.
I'm not.
So somebody was. Who?
I
Who
don't
went and
know.
looked?
I don't know.
Okay, so you don't know who it was that said, look at this in this public building. There's somebody going in the clerk's
Yeah.
office.
I don't know who was looking at the camera, but I was notified by the county attorney that you were here and that
So
you
the-
needed to be CT'd.
So the county
Listen.
attorney had decided previously that he would
I'm gonna
CT
keep trying to
me.
talk over you.
Okay, all right, that's fine. But I'm
Okay.
going to have my say
But
about this.
The county attorney said you were in the building, you need to be CT'd from all private offices that have posted no recording if you're recording.
Okay, and this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That is not, according to Alan, that's not against the law. But it is against the law to have something that's not even legal to put on the outside of these things.
Okay.
I do not normally ever record anything, except I have recorded meetings with my camera in the back of the,
That's
of the
100%
courthouse.
That's a public meeting. You can-
Right, and I have disagreed
Yeah.
I have disagreed with the county attorney about those signs that have been put up, and I still do.
Okay.
Because I went and talked to Alan about it. He said, there's no law that says. And I said, so I could just ignore that? And he said, yes. He said, there's no law that says it's,
don't
because
know if
we
that's
are
what it said.
we are a one-party recording state. One party.
Do I need to specify buildings with non-recording or just at the annex?
No, just put private offices at the annex.
No, I think you should put on there that this was revolving recording. Because
It
those
wasn't-
offices are not
it wasn't
private.
involving recording. You weren't recording right now.
I know, so why would I be CT'd for going into an
I've
office over
explained
here?
this 3 times.
I know, and it's not a convincing argument, frankly.
Okay.
It's
well
just
then,
not.
You need to go talk to County Attorney Trey Brown.
Now, how am I going to do that if I have a
Why don't
CT
you call
against
him
me?
and set up a meeting? Seriously, call him and set up a meeting.
Okay, and I will go and record the meeting when I do, because it's I'm gonna call Alan first and verify that.
Ms. Harper, it's not a citation, it's just a warning saying if you do come back on the property or one of these recorded areas, you could be subject to arrest, okay? On this signature for you saying I gave it to you, okay, right there. So you're trespassing from 107 Glen Rose, private office
You know
at
what?
the annex, okay?
I'll sign this, and then I'm gonna walk back in and you guys can arrest me.
Let me give you a copy.
Like it says, it's for private offices that have that posted.
Okay, go ahead, I want you to arrest me.
You're making this a bigger issue than it is.
No, you're making it a bigger issue. Go ahead, arrest me.
It's not the public area. We made that very
I am down in the hallway of the commissioner's office. I'm just coming in because I just want to make it clear that I'm in a commissioner's office. Oh, you changed offices. I'm being CT'd for coming into this part of the building. These are, according to them, they're not public offices. Do you think this is a public office? Okay, fine. I want to be arrested because I'm going to take this to court. Go ahead, arrest me.
You dropped that.
Thank you. I can't believe how.
00873.
You know, just try to make it, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh, definitely understand that. It's a day-to-day basis.
Now, I want to mention the only time that, besides now, because I want this on record, that I'm being arrested for criminal trespassing coming into this building, is I did one time, and you guys will remember this, and I told you I was doing it, and I put it on camera. I said, I'm coming in specifically to record inside these rooms because it's not lawful for them to have that sign. I have checked with Alan about it at the time. This is a one-party recording state, and you know that I have never surreptitiously recorded you behind your back. I don't believe in it. And that one time that I came in and I recorded you in here, I said, I'm recording you now, and I put it on camera that you were aware that I was recording you. So I just want to make that really clear. I am not the kind of person to go and record people behind their back. I'm just not. But you know what? They can't have a sign like that. It's unlawful. I went through and talked to the county attorney about it several times. I said, can you please cite the law that you're using that says that somebody cannot go in and record? Because I find that offensive. It's offensive.
Why don't you step over and let these ladies get back.
I don't know. Are they?
Do their job.
Well, I'm not trying to stop them. I'm just making a point.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's working.
It's good, man.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. We got any trucks like that?
No.
I had to get that forward job on
Yeah. So,
you. Yeah. That's very good. Anyways. All right, but you're good.
okay.
All right. We're done?
No, you can arrest me. You can arrest me because actually, this is unlawful to have recording a sign like this in the hall. And you know what? The county attorney knows it. I've got email between us talking about it where I asked him, can you please cite the law for this? And Alan said, there's no law about it. And in fact, he said, this is a one-party recording state. So these are public offices down this way for somebody to go, unless somebody's trying to say, you can't visit your county commissioner. You cannot go over there and do it. So far as I know, the only non-public offices are the ones that are behind that badge reader down there. Somebody wants to walk up and talk to Danny, they can't go in there?
I'm going to Danny's office.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is a public building
I was told,
for citizens.
make it very clear to you what I was told. The CT covers you going into private offices, recording and disrupting the normal flow of business.
This isn't a private office.
So, well, there you go. All right. Have a good day.
No. You've told me I've got a CT warning.
Okay.
You can arrest me. You can arrest me if you think I'm breaking the law and I required a warning.
You got the warning. Okay, we're good.
No, we're not good. I shouldn't have to get a warning for that. Okay. If that's all it is, then there's no reason I can't walk anywhere in here.
Well, we're going to the courtroom, and you can't go in courtroom with that.
Well, I know that. I know that.
He said, if you do not have a district judge in your county, I'm glad I didn't.
Right, that was a good thing.
Because I'm really going.
I have a question for you.
I'll try to answer it if I can.
Were you aware that there was something where it said that if I entered into this public building again, that I would be given a criminal trespass warning?
We probably need to ask Trey that. It was discussed.
Did you know
with
about
Trey.
it?
I did just here a few minutes ago when it was said in my office. I did just a few minutes ago. I did.
Okay. I accepted the warning, but I don't believe that it's a warning, and I said I want to be arrested because I
Was
want
this
to
a
take this to
warning?
court.
Was this a warning they just gave you? What they do?
They
What
gave
do?
me a warning.
Okay.
I haven't even been around for several months.
I know.
I
It's
got-
been nice, Deb. It's
Okay.
been nice.
I've been sick.
Haven't seen you in 6 months.
I was sick, and I thought I'm not going around anybody, and I'm not going to get sick a fourth time.
Right.
But here's the thing. I want to come into this building, in a public building that my taxes
Terry.
pay for. I don't. I
You're
thought,
probably right. That's probably a good time in the courts, whether it be, hey, Resto, whether it be in district or in mine. Hey, Sharp. How you
Judge, how you
doing?
doing, sir?
You're probably right. That probably is a good place to take that. I guess maybe with an attorney. I mean, hell, you know me. I can't. I'm not an attorney, so I can't give
No,
you
I know.
advice what to
You-
do and which direction to go. But yeah,
no, and let me just tell you. I'm sorry. I'm just mad about this, so I'm trying to calm myself down.
right.
I talked to Trey about this several times in email. It was about those signs which have no legal reference for them being there in the hallway of the commissioners. I don't even care about any of the offices, but I thought, this is silly. I think you know, and you should know, except for right now I am recording this because I want it recorded because I got a
Am I
criminal
going to be on
trespass
Facebook
warning.
again today?
Well, I don't know.
I'm gonna be
I
on
don't-
Salon
I'm
again
not,
today?
I'm not on Facebook, so I can't say what would happen on Facebook.
Right.
But here's
Oh, it'll be good. They're used to me. Hell, body cam. You see me on body cams all the time. Anyhow, go ahead.
Anyway, the thing is that I argued with Trey, I don't know
Okay.
when this was, 6 months
Okay.
ago, whenever it was that he put up those signs.
Okay.
I said, where's the law for this?
Okay.
And he said, I can't cite you a law.
Hey, Jill.
And I said, well, I did an open records request. I said, can you tell me the discussion you had about this?
Right.
Because maybe you don't know this. I have never recorded anybody behind their back walked into a commissioner's office and sat down in the office. But it's legal to do that if I wanted to. It's a one-party recording state. The reason that I know this is I talked to Alan about this during this whole conversation with Trey.
Okay.
And he said, there's no law about this. You're not breaking the law if you did do it. He said, so you can ignore those signs. Well, I guess that must have set Trey off because he said, well, go ahead and sue me. And I thought, who brought up suing anybody about this? But now I kind of feel like maybe I will.
There you go.
Because
And like I said, I'm not an attorney, and I figure you probably need to, if you want to go down that path, you
I
probably ought
might.
to talk to an attorney
I
and get
might.
advice. Yeah, you'll be gone, won't you? Congratulations, Terry. Yeah, but yeah, maybe that's the advice. Yeah, go get advice from a legal counsel that does realize or know or understand.
I'm not saying that you have to side with me on this.
I never will. You know that. I can't.
I know,
Yeah, I
I
have
know.
to be neutral
but I
in
am,
everything.
I'm just
Yeah.
telling you what happened.
Cool.
I walked in this morning because I noticed this week
Yep.
that the audio is no longer on the new website.
Yeah, it's our fault. Civic Plus, we bought it. We didn't get the module that does the upload automatically. We now have paid for that. I signed the paperwork a couple of weeks ago. I was told a couple of weeks ago it'd probably be 2 weeks. I need to talk with Eddie and see when that is.
Well,
But
that's fine.
And I think, and I don't want to tell you that, I think it'll be retroactive like everything, that's been on there before will still be there.
I hope
And,
so.
well,
I
me
hope
too.
so.
But I can't tell you, I can't lie to you. I've never lied to you. We've had a lot of good fights and arguments. but
Well,
I've
I
never
know.
lied to you.
I know. I told you that one time that I felt misled.
Yeah.
And I was not intending
And
to.
that pissed me plumb
I
off.
sure did.
You
and
did.
and I
You
told
pissed
you
me
that
plumb off.
I apologize. I said
You
I'm
did.
really sorry.
I didn't accept your
that
apology, but you did.
That's
Yes.
all right. I
That's
didn't.
right.
I was not intending to be that way,
Right.
but I did feel that way, and
Right. I know.
I can't help how I feel about
I
stuff.
do. I do.
So
But I understand
anyway,
it should be soon, but I'll have to ask again. because
so
I
I'm just letting you know the sequence of things.
Okay.
I go in because I thought, he's downtown mailing a package.
Right.
And I thought I want to go ask what happened to the audio.
Right?
So I walked into the clerk's office and I'm talking to the two clerks, and they were explaining to me, basically what you were saying, and that,
Right.
they were maybe not so to the point because you were telling me about the
Right.
modules.
Right.
So then I left and I saw across the hall, I saw a couple of people I want to say hi to that were sitting in the office. I walked over there and then all of a sudden this cop comes over, and says, hey, you need to step
Hello,
out in the
kid.
hall. You need to step in the hall because I got to give you a criminal trespass warning.
Right.
I'm like, for what? What? And he says, well, that's if you go into somebody's private area and you record them. I said, I wasn't recording anything. You know, I'm
But
like,
now-
I am.
Right.
Now I am, and I'll admit it. You know,
Right.
I'm recording something at
Right.
this point, but I was not.
Right.
So,
Here again, all I can say is, you know, talk to somebody that understands
okay,
and
but I
knows
want
the
to. I want to
law.
make one more point. At the
Okay,
time that all this
because I'm
was
supposed to be
happening,
in
I know
court.
all this time that was happening between me and Trey.
Okay.
I went to Alan, and I
Okay.
talked to Alan about it
Okay.
directly in his office.
Okay.
And he said, there is no law that says you couldn't go
Okay.
record. This is a one-party recording state.
Okay.
And so they can't, you know, it's a public area where the commissioners are. So
Okay.
I think he's wrong. And that's
Okay.
after that Trey said, well, go ahead and sue me. I thought,
I
who was going to
understand.
sue him?
Good luck.
Well, thank you, but I just
bet.
want to let you know, I wanted to find out actually if you're the person that's told him to do this criminal trespass warning.
I knew about it this morning when it was discussed. All right? So,
Did you know it before the cops came down the hall?
yeah, probably a few minutes. Yeah.
Okay, so you knew it and you didn't
Probably
say,
a few
hey,
minutes.
this is a dumb thing to do.
I didn't say anything.
Okay,
Like I'm not saying to you right now.
okay,
Just
all
talk
right,
to legal advice, somebody that knows and understands, and
okay,
then go from there.
okay,
Fight it out from there.
all right.
Good enough?
Good enough for now,
Good enough.
but I'm
At
gonna,
least you're calm.
I wasn't calm down there, let me tell you, I was not calm.
Yeah, that's always fun. Yeah.